Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. More importantly, happy end of April. I just wanted to come on really quickly and just kind of reflect on the month that was April. And I think for me, April has been probably one of the best kind of months of this year for me. I don't know if it has anything to do, or it probably does, anything to do with the fact that it's my birthday month. But you know, I think it's just been so good, and I wanted to reflect on that and kind of acknowledge that, because I think a lot of the times we tend to think about, oh, the year's gone so fast, it's so quickly, what a bad month, bad year it's been. And there's always so much emphasis at the start of the year to make those, you know, proclamations and resolutions about what you want to achieve for the year. But actually this year I didn't do any of that. In January, I kind of, I guess, just almost subconsciously did a bit of a restart for April. You know, it's my birthday month, obviously, and I think it's, you know, start of a new age, a new year. I'm 43 now, and I think looking at the year that was and the year that I want to kind of head into, I think April, or your birthday month, is a really kind of good starting point to do that. So like I said, probably really subconsciously, but actually now that I think of it, it's quite purposeful and perfect to start your goals or achievements or what you want to get out of the year when it's your birthday. So I've done that. I've been really happy with where I am in my fitness levels. You know, there's been a few false starts along the way, but that's okay, that always happens. But I'm really focused at, you know, strengthening my muscles. So a lot of weight training, a lot of isolated exercises, be it your arms or your legs or what have you. My running kind of evolution or journey has been evolving, and I've actually feel I've gotten stronger. I can do longer distances without kind of having to stop. I'm really concentrating about pacing myself so I can run long distances a lot better. So that's a matter of actually running slower to run longer and then eventually faster, which is a bit of a funny concept. My head is still not around that, and I find it a lot harder to run slower paced than, you know, going full on hard and then, you know, losing steam quicker. So that's a really interesting thing to do, but I'm loving every minute of training and getting into running. And, you know, socially this month, again, I think it's because it's been Easter and it's been my birthday, and I've had a few other birthday for friends this month, has been really, really good. You know, this year I said to myself that I didn't, or I even said it to my friends, I'm like, oh, I'm not really fussed about doing a big celebration. You know, it wasn't to do a whole woe is me, someone organize something, but actually I was kind of like, I don't really want to organize things for my birthday. I spent a lot of my life organizing for other people. And the only thing I did kind of plan, I was like, oh, you know, like whatever happens, happens for my birthday, but I will do a yoga day retreat, which I did, which was so great and relaxing. But as it turned out, you know, I had friends say, hey, let's go out for your birthday, let's do this. And they organized it. And I'm like, yep, I'll be there. So I had a few dinners. I'm going away with my group of high school friends in May, once we're all kind of together and like celebrating the 3 of our birthdays. And it's just been a really fun, energizing, positive month, and that's kind of the energy I want to take into May, and I want to take into the rest of the year. So I think where your mindset is positive, and I had a bit of a switch of mindsets quite significantly from, I guess, the later part of, or mid to late part of last year, and then going into this year. I think when you have that change and you have that perspective, then, you know, things just fall the way they need to and should. And it leaves space for creative thinking, being more productive at work, being more willing and wanting and having the capacity to socialize. Like if you're being negative, I know for me, I tend to isolate myself in those negative thoughts and kind of negative periods, and don't socialize. And it's so important to have connections and have a life outside of work, and, you know, lazing at home, which is absolutely needed, or, you know, training at the gym, which can be just, you know, unless you're doing it with a club or a group class or anything like that, can just be you in the gym doing work on yourself, which again is all needed, but there's a balance that is also required to feel fulfilled and happy and all the things. So I just wanted to come on here and say that I hope everyone has a fantastic end of April and wonderful start of May and the rest of the year. And I just hope, yeah, that's a little bit of a, I guess, an insight about how I'm going. And I hope everyone has a fantastic day. So see you later. Bye.